Starting off the program from Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada, a local man with a very shiny dome. This is Darren Neuberger.
Hey, what's going on, Lethbridge? Y'all ready for some fun, eh? That's right, I am from Lethbridge, but we came here, a long 10 years ago. Like 99% of the population of Alberta, we're from Saskatchewan. Where are my Sasky people? Come on, where are you? You know what? Because I love my province, every time I say the word Saskatchewan, Saskatchewanian, or Sasky, I want you all to yell out, "Go Riders!" when I say it. I was born in Weyburn, Saskatchewan. Everybody say it. Where are you from? You're from Ontario. Okay. Saskatchewan. The reason I'm here today because I am pissed at all you Albertans. I'm not very happy with you. Well, for 10 long years, I've heard all these stories about why Saskatchewan sucks. Things like, hey, Bill, we just came back from Saskatchewan. And Bill says, oh, did you turn the lights off when you left? No, I didn't. I mean, like, really, people. These jokes are so lame, they're so old, they're so tired, that I recommend you get together, form a little bit of a focus group, maybe get some writers, you sit around in a circle, drinking your how to write hooch and having some Tabor corn, and write some new stuff, okay? Another example of that is, if you're a young man from Saskatchewan, from a small town, there's a good chance that you're pretty handy. Well, I come from the small town in Saskatchewan, and I'm not handy. I have to say, my very first car was a 1979 Pontiac Grand Prix, two-door, gold, and that ride was pimped for 1987. But all of my auto service needs were done by my dad because he was quite handy around a car, and I lacked in that service. So I said to one day, Dad, you better go check the oil in my car. He said, son, go check it yourself. Rap! I go outside, I open the hood, and I look inside there, and I say, what is all this stuff? I know I have to find that little dipsticky thing. So I did find a little circle, and I pull it out, and it's like, wang. What is that? And I wiped it off, and I put it back in there. I thought, whoo, that was pretty easy. And I closed the hood, walked back in the house with my chest sticking out. You have to realize that my family, there's 5 kids, 4 boys, and that girl that ruined our infield for the baseball team. They're all laughing because they know I can't do this thing, right? So I walk in there, my dad said, so, how was it? I said, it was good. He said, what do you mean it was good? I said, well, it was good. It said adequate. He said, adequate? What are you talking about? I said, it said adequate, so it's good. And then he thought, oh, hang on. He goes, you idiot. That's not adequate. That's add 1 quart. You would think that it'd get better as you get older. Let's fast forward 12 years. I'm with my lady friend, my girlfriend. I really like this girl. I wanted to impress her. We're traveling from Weyburn to Saskatoon. And I remember I had to get windshield wipers for my car. So I thought, oh, what am I going to do? I'm 31 years old at this point. Okay, Dad's not here, I have to do it myself, I thought. So I go up there, I put the wipers, I look at the box, I'm like, this can't be too hard, like it's wiper blades. I put it on there and I snap, and I pull it. Holy crap, it worked. I thought, this is good. I look over my lady friend, I'm like, hey, look at me, give a little bit of a gun show, I'm the man. And I walk over to the side, and I snap it again, and boom, it worked, fantastic. Go back in the car, put my hand across the wheel, look over saying, how you doing? You get the whole package. I'm a handyman, I can do wiper blades. traveling to Saskatoon, and the sky opened up and the rain came pouring down. Wiper blades are going full knock. Oop, 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 ooh. That blade flew out so far, I'm sure it landed back in Weyburn. And the whole time, the girl I'm trying to impress is laughing her ass off. And I'm sitting there going, oh my God, while the steel's going screech, screech across the window. I thought I was going to cut my glass. Handy my ass. Do we have any dog owners in the house today? Any dog owners? Albertans say that if you lose your dog in Saskatchewan, you can watch it go for 3 days straight before it disappears. We have a dog, a little Shih Tzu named Toby. We're living on 6th Avenue South by the Civic Center, very busy street. One day I'm out there getting the mail before I get ready for work. The door opened up, and boom, she's gone. I thought, oh my God. So much for the 3-day thing. And I've put on the first pair of shoes I could find. I'm bolting out there saying, Toby, come back! Toby, come back! And I finally caught her at the Crazy Kicks. And I picked her up. I said, you're a bad dog. And I'm holding this little Shih Tzu in my hand like a football. I said, you're bad and bad. And I look over and there's these cars walking by. They're going, driving by going like this. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, she wasn't bad. And I look down. And all I'm wearing is my dress shoes, my dress socks pulled up to my knees, and my boxer shorts. Back to my house I go. And then, one day, we're driving down 13th Street South, probably the busiest street in all of Lethbridge. Beautiful summer day. Had the window rolled down on a 98 Sunfire SE coupe. Usually Toby sits on my lap, puts her face out the window and until she can't breathe anymore. But this day she's driving shotgun. I said, Toby, as I'm driving the car, come on over, get some wind. Well, she must have been super energetic that day because she jumped, and she jumped so high, I felt like I was in the movie The Matrix. I see this dog flying past my eyes and right out the window. My baseball player instincts kicked in, and I reach over and I grab this dog by the collar, and I'm like, holy shit! I held on the dog, and I'm trying to put it back in the car, and I'm banging the dog against my door. I look over, and the lady's going, oh my God! I'm banging this dog, it's going like, ugh! I put the dog back in the passenger side, and I go, shit! The whole time I'm driving the car, staying in my lane, and the dog looked at me, and if that dog could talk, he would say, what the fuck, dude? Must have been trying to get back to Saskatchewan, I guess. Finally, you know, you Albertans, you think just because I'm from Saskatchewan that I know every single person that lives in that province. Like, how big do you think we are? I can guarantee we're bigger than 7 persons. I'm working in the oil patch. I'm a roughneck in the oil patch. What kind of name is that, a roughneck? Anyway, this guy walks over to me and says, where are you from? And he's the consultant, or the boss, if you will. And my inner voice said, don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him, don't tell him. I said, Saskatchewan. I said, oh, here we go. I could see his redneck mind wheel turning inside there. I thought, oh, God, here we go. He says, say, do you know Bill from Swift Current? And I thought, you idiot. But I said, no, I'm a polite guy. I said, no, I don't know Bill from Swift Current. I thought, you know, sorry, I don't know any Bills at all from Swift Current, as a matter of fact. He goes, oh, that's too bad because he's a great guy. I said, I'm sure he is, because us Saskatchewan folk are all great people. I'm kind of a smartass. And I thought, well, I can't let this go. I don't care if he's the boss or not. I said, say, are you born and raised in Alberta? He says, yes, I am, and I'm damn proud of it. I said, great. By any chance, do you know Dr. Spock from Vulcan? Now, I was expecting him to say, oh, good one, Saskatchewan boy, but he actually thought about it. And he said, you know, can't say I know anybody from Vulcan, and I sure don't know any doctors. I thought, oh my God, I want to take off my hard hat and back you over the head, mister. But I didn't, because I'm a nice, polite guy from Thank you for that one laugh. I appreciate that. For the record, I don't know Bill from Swift Current, I don't know Stephanie from Saskatoon, and I most certainly don't know Daisy from Climax. Well, hang on. Everybody knows Daisy from Climax. Brown chicken, brown cow. Now, I know for a fact that the people in the house from Saskatchewan are very happy that I got up here and said this on your behalf today. So for you Albertans, please remember, we don't really want you guys giving us any more of these lousy-ass jokes. And just remember, when you do move to Saskatchewan, and you will move to Saskatchewan, because that is now the land of opportunity, I have laid forth a template for you, if you will. A list of what you have to do to follow. And it's simple. It goes like this. Before leaving Alberta, make sure the oil in your car is at an adequate level, that your windshield wipers are installed by a licensed mechanic. If you travel with a dog, make sure that dog is at all times fastened in your vehicle so it cannot jump out the window. And for Pete's sake, please stop and go see Dr. Spock and Vulcan, because once you hit the Trans-Canada side of Saskatchewan, that's a bumpy road. And finally, when you guys are ready to leave, you have everything packed up, you want to take off, I'm a handy man. Don't worry about the lights. I'll turn them off for you. Thank you.